Oh yeah, I made a post about this recently actually as well.
Yeah, go for it.
It was this idea of if you were to speak to a woman about what she looks for in a man, chances are she describes what is a nice guy on paper. 9 times out of 10, the guy she's sleeping with doesn't fit the bill.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is, why do you think women say they want these good men, yet get turned on by men who aren't that, and yet don't treat these good men as good as they say they want them?
Great question.
Why do you think that is?
So I think there's two things at play here. I think
Yeah.
the first thing is because social currency,
Okay.
in terms of looking good to the social class, is more important for women than it is for men. That's a big reason why they say, I just want a nice guy, or I want this kind of guy. I'm not saying they're not being truthful, but for example, okay, how men would bully each other, how boys bully each other is physical aggression. How women typically bully each other is through reputation destruction.
Yeah.
Right? So it's through her social standing, how she's perceived socially. So if a woman comes out, and to be fair, a lot of women do come out and say it now, but if a woman comes out and says, yeah, I want a guy who, you know, is strong, who's going to be dominant, who's etc., that looks bad on the women demographic, because they're like, whoa, it sounds like you're wanting a guy to come and dominate you. And that doesn't look good for the ladies, right? Because we want to have this perception. But I also think, and I think many women don't maybe know that they're not translating this, is that what turns women on isn't about if he's nice, it's about his competency. So the example I'll give is like, if you have a house, you're going to get a guard dog. You don't want to get the dog that's just nice to everybody, because when the burglar comes in, he's going to be like, hey, let me show you where everything is. Right? That's useless to you. At the same time, you don't want to get the dog that's just going to attack everyone, because you want them to be loving to you and your family and your friends. But when the burglar comes, you want them to be able to take it out.
Yeah.
So you want the dog who's capable of being dangerous, but chooses to be good with you.
Yeah.
Weakness is not a virtue.
Yeah.
Not fighting because you can't fight is not a virtue.
For sure.
So I think a lot of the time when ladies say, I just want a nice guy, guys think, oh, I just need to show that I'm not dangerous.
Right.
I just need to show that I'm nice, as opposed to the competency. I think what women say is that they want a guy that they find who is competent, they're attracted to be good to her.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's that classic phrase, women want bad boys to be good for them, and guys want good girls to be naughty for them.
For sure.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's why I think there's a level of social pressure for women to always say what sounds good.
Of course.
Because it makes her be socially perceived in a positive light, whether it's true or not. As well as when they say they want a nice guy, what they mean is they want the guy that they're fundamentally attracted to be good to them, but they miss out that fundamental attraction part.
Yeah.
And what fundamentally makes a woman attracted to you as a man is not how nice you are, it's more about your competency and your capability. That's the initial attraction.
Of course.
And then, of course, whether she feels safe with you is how you make her feel, which comes into the kindness, the consideration.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I kind of think, you know what? I actually thought it was, I saw a discussion about the dual mating strategy and how perhaps maybe that's playing into that as well. That the idea that the subconscious sort of imperative for women in their hunt for a man is sort of split into 2 categories of good genetics and parental investment.
Yes.
And obviously good genetics being everything that makes you attractive on paper, physical, tall, dark, handsome, charismatic, all these signs of good, robust genes, aka you get her rocks off.
Yes.
And then you got parental investment on things like, you know, good job, can make a lot of money, ambitious, sweet, gentle. He comes off like he won't leave you alone if you got pregnant.
Yes.
And in a perfect world, women will get both of these 2 things in one guy.
In one man.
And it's so rare.
Yeah.
Right. So oftentimes what we see is in the early 20s or peak fertility years, they're sleeping with Mr. Good Genes.
Yes. Because
they don't require investment from him. So they're just collecting the DNA for free.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Very true.
And now that we have modern contraception, nobody needs to get pregnant. So they can just take all the DNA possible.
Yes.
And then as they start to get towards the need for investment and settling down, they start to prioritize this guy. And they reduce their need for sexiness and all that stuff, and they start raising their need for this more.
Yes.
So I kind of believe that what we're seeing is men who fit this category more than this one tend to have to be nice to women.
Yes.
Because they don't come with raw sex appeal.
Yeah, very true.
And raw sex appeal men don't need to be overly investing because they're sexy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think because of that, the way in which each side manifests their dating strategy is representative of their market value. And which side they stride more.
Yeah.
So I kind of think, in my opinion, the ideal place for a man is to be both.
Yeah, yes,
be the guy who she wants to rip your clothes off on a one night stand.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she wants to keep you. If you're that rare bird, then you're winning.
Yes.
But in my opinion, if you had to be one or the other, be this guy.
I was literally about to ask you, if guys had to choose to be one or the other, which would you say? 100%. There's a phrase, and I'm reluctant to use this phrase because it comes from the quote red pill space, but I think it does very much epitomize everything we're saying.
Yeah.
They call it alpha fucks, beta bucks.
For sure.
The alpha fucks, the beta pays.
Yeah.
I.e. the bucks, he provides, stability in that sense.
Yeah, yeah.
It's interesting. What do you think, for men, what do you think is the dual mating strategy? Right? Because I have an idea, but what would you classify as in, so we are understood for the women, like getting good genes, man who's going to provide stability and not leave me.
For sure.
What's the duality for men?
I think it's similar to what women go through, except we don't talk about ours enough in the real world. On one hand, and I don't mean to be crude because I'm a bit of a potty mouth when I'm passionate. So I don't know if swearing is off the cards.
You can swear.
I've already gone.
Only adults here are watching this episode, this podcast. Go for it.
I kind of think on one hand, we want the love, the care, the commitment, the prayer of Church Mouse Mary. But at the same time, we want the booty from bad bitch Megan.
Very,
you know what I
very,
mean?
very true.
I kind of think that is the dual. It's the same thing for men.
Yes.
Because it's like what you've said about women want good men, want bad boys to be good to them.
Yes.
And men want good girls to be naughty for them.
Yes.
There's a reason why a lot of these women in the world are seeing men say, the kind of girl we want to keep is a good girl who does ABC, da 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 da. But they're also watching you thirst trapping over her, liking her Instagram photograph. You're all here chasing Meg Thee Stallions, twerking and all this shit.
Yes.
So it's like, well, which one do you want?
Yeah.
And the women are going, you seem to be showing this girl a lot of attention. So maybe I need to put my booty online because that's who's getting the attention.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're like, yeah, she gets attention, but we don't want to marry her though. We want to marry this girl.
Yeah.
And I kind of think men want both too.
Yes.
We just don't talk about it in the real world in a way that makes men have to confront the fact that we also have a duality that we don't talk about anywhere near. Because at the end of the day, and this is the reason why I have a very interesting relationship with the whole body count discourse. Because I kind of think men need to dig into it a little bit more and make sense of why they believe what they believe. And why perhaps it's time to adopt something new. Because let's not kid ourselves. You do want the bad bitch Megan, but you also want the good girl. Which is the reason why we kind of need to break the whole Madonna-whore complex. Because just because she's a bad bitch doesn't mean she's not a good girl.
True.
And just because she's a good girl don't mean she's not a bad bitch.
Very true.
Most women are actually both. I said this to my mom. There was a discussion happening in my family with all the women, and they were discussing the whole hoe versus good girl. Is she a hoe or is she a good girl? And as they were talking more about it and what's what, I walked in there and my mom called me and she goes, what do you think of this? What do you think of what? They told me the whole story and I said, oh, every girl's a hoe. And she goes, you say what? And I said, every girl's a hoe. Even you, ma.
Boy, goddamn.
With all due respect.
With all due respect,
please don't whip my ass. I know we're Africans, but
you know what I mean?
I said, even you. And then I said, forgive me, I don't mean to be derogatory, but what I mean is every woman is a hoe. By that, what I mean is there is a wild sexual creature in every single one of y'all. And from my experience of thoroughly going out there and getting with enough women to the point where I could satiate the urge for myself, I've come to realize that the Church Mouse Mary, the CEO, the hoe, and the prostitute, and the Lily Collins, Lily Phillips, they're all the same.
Yep.
As in, when they feel safe and, more importantly, unjudged, they unleash parts of themselves that will leave men. If men knew how horny women are, we might start to give up the whole body count. My God.
Yeah.
So I believe it's in all of them.
Yes.
And because of that, just because she is one doesn't mean she's not the other. I've had experiences with some of the best women to me who added levels of value to my life that has genuinely made me have to reassess my own beliefs, are women with ridiculous body counts.
Interesting.
Ridiculous body counts. Some of the women that I have found to be problematic ain't been with nobody.
interesting.
I don't think it is as much of a defining factor as we think.
I
Do you know what I mean?
I completely agree. So I agree in the sense of just because her body count is not a reflector of the value that she can add.
Yeah.
I think, and I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think what it is, it's more about, here's the thing, men and women, we look for security in each other, but just in different ways.
Yeah.
Women look for security in men, typically physical protection and provision.
Yeah.
Men look for security in terms of the children are going to be mine.
Yes.
And I think every man's worst fear is to invest and raise children that he later finds out aren't his.
Yeah.
And I think one thing I say to guys as well, and I agree, it's like you can't say you want a girl who's going to be crazy, bad, be in the bedroom, but then she's hardly got any experience.
Yeah.
Like we can have anything we want, but we can't have everything we want. We have to choose one. But I think it's not even necessarily about the number, it's what the number represents.
Yes.
And it's about her relationship to sex and her body.
Okay.
Because, for example, like, let me ask you, would you rather choose a woman who's maybe been with 9 different men, but they're all in significant relationships, or a woman who's been with 6 men, but 4 of them came from an orgy?
9.
100%.
For sure.
She has a higher body count.
Yeah.
But it's not the number, it's her relationship to sex.
Yeah.
Her relationship to body.
Yeah.
That's what guys are looking for. It's like, for example, and I say this to guys, like when a woman cares about how much a guy makes, if you ask a woman, would you rather a man who won the lottery tomorrow or the man who's doesn't have much going, but he's ambitious?
Right.
If she's not a gold digger, she's going with the man who's ambitious, which is most women. Because it's not about the money, it's about what the money represents.
For sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think it is one of those things where I don't know how much I should disclose this. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't.
Let's go.
Interesting enough, when I've, been, if I'm like just dating, different women, can have different connections, very honest, integral.
Yeah.
And the one who was like, the one that guys would consider like a side chick is the one that like provided the emotional vulnerability, provided the space for me to just be who I want to be, provided that space for me to share with her, no judgments.
Bro.
And it's actually crazy because it was like, wow, I wasn't even really in a place to be taking this person seriously. But when a girl's just for you like that as a guy, it does make you reconsider. And you go,
it'll make you re-examine all your beliefs.
It's true.
Because you are here, they told you to not go for the hoe.
Yeah.
And now you're here with a hoe who is the best girl you've come across at the same time.
It's actually, it's mad.
It will make you reconsider it. And I think as men, there is some re-examining that we all need to do in that direction.
I hope you really enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full episode where that clip is from, then I want you to click right here where you can watch the full episode. And if you're ready to claim your man today, enroll in my program below, and I'll see you there. Wishing you an amazing day.